Hello, good evening, how are you? It's 6 p.m. in the West, 9 o'clock in the East, and 11 a.m. tomorrow in the Far East. This is Words with Friends Live, and I am your host, Derek Mann. Shapow. An easy way to remember my name is to make the lackluster sound of being unimpressed, and then add an N. Let's try it. Meh-en. Very good. I have some big news. Words with Friends has an all-new weekly challenge. So, after this game, hit that up. Yo, weekly challenge. You up? New phone who dis? Well, no. It's called the Peanut Butter N Challenge. So butter up those thumbs and get the new Not a Nut badge and the coveted wood mystery box. A treasure chest full of peanut butter. Wouldn't that be great? Actually, I think they have those at Costco right next to the industrial barrels of jelly. Okay, here's how we play our game. When I ask a question, it pops up on your screen along with 3 answers. You've got 10 seconds to tap on the correct answer from the time when I start reading. Only 10 seconds. If you feel your phone vibrating, that means you only have 3 seconds left to answer. If you get all 12 questions correct, you get a slice of our $5,000 jackpot pie. Think of it as a very expensive pizza that will be divided among hundreds of your most ravenous friends. What I'm saying is, you may end up with a little bit of dough. Pizza metaphor. You get an answer wrong? Not a big deal. That only moves you into spectator mode where you can still play and earn points on your new progress bar. There's no way to lose. When your progress bar hits 15, you'll be granted a Words with Friends mystery box that comes packed full of Words with Friends goodies, coins, and power-ups like Word Radar, Swap Plus, and Hindsight. You can also whip out one of your extra lives to keep you in tonight's game. Extra life, you say? That's right. We're offering limited game immortality. You can use 1 extra life per game up to question 11, and you obtain them when you invite friends to play by tapping the heart on your countdown screen. You can only do this once per friend. What we're trying to say is, you should get more friends. About 24 hours after they accept the extra life, pops up on your screen when you get an answer wrong. Finally, make sure you've got a solid Wi-Fi connection and that your phone battery is fully juiced. In fact, if you're below 60%, plug in your phone to your bike generator and pedal like the wind. This will be the most informative SoulCycle class you've ever taken. Is everybody ready? Okay. Yeah? Here we go. We're going to begin with our daily notification giveaway. Question number 1. What does our Words with Friends word of the day, pawn, mean? A crustacean like a shrimp, a foot with claws and foot pads, or the lowest value chess piece? Now, you've also heard this word in reference to Bernie Madoff, the notorious investor who stole millions through an elaborate Ponzi scheme. Wait, that's not right. Well, you high schoolers have definitely heard this word because it's almost that season where you have to start thinking about who you're going to ask to senior pawn. Now, I know that's not right. Okay, look, the point is, you'll be a word expert if you commit to education. You know what they say, the pawn is mightier than the sword. Nailed it. Correct answer is the lowest value chess piece. A foot with claws and foot pads is a foot, or a claw. And a shrimp-like crustacean is a prawn. That reminds me of my favorite reality show. Now, this one's real. Prawn Stars. You bring in something valuable, and these guys give you a big bucket of prawns. So if you don't like prawns, then probably don't go there. Question 2. Which of these is not a definition of the word spelled M-I-N-U-T-E? Approaching, equal to 60 seconds, or extremely small? If you play this game regularly, you've probably noticed that I took a ballroom dance class once. One of my favorites is called the Minuet, spelled M-I-N-U-E-T. It's a stately ballroom courtship dance popular in the 18th century. Here's a taste. Left, right, together, left, right, left, together. Repeat, left, together, left, right, left, together, and bow. Thank you. Yes. That was the Minuet, also known as colonial second base. The correct answer is approaching. When M-I-N-U-T-E is pronounced as minute, it means 60 seconds. When it's pronounced as minute, it means extremely small. That is a heteronym, spelled the same, pronounced differently. Different meanings. Like when my dad says, "Is it true Jay-Z is married to Beyonce?" Different saying. Question 3. Which of these sports matches typically takes longest? Field hockey, soccer, or traditional cricket? And the tough thing is, all those sports involve running, and I'm not trying to get on a soapbox here, but I thought we were trying to reduce our carbon footprint. Think about it. Soccer players can average 7 miles a game. That's a lot of footprints. That's why I've become an expert at the sport of juggling, okay? You plant your feet in one spot, no footprints, right? And then, okay, we all have to do our part. Correct answer is traditional cricket. A field hockey match is roughly 70 minutes. Soccer match is 90. Cricket matches are played over 3 to 5 days, with at least 6 hours being played each day. And that's not counting the time it takes to learn the rules of cricket, which is 7 years. Question 4. Which is never an acceptable singular form of the plural noun graffiti? Graffiti, graffiti, or graffito? And I've dabbled in the street art game. You've probably seen my work without even realizing it. I sign my art with a tag or an underground name. Mine is compact only. You ever been in a parking structure? Then you've seen my work. I used to worry that people would mistake my art for a parking rule, but I've been relieved to see there's no confusion because no one follows that rule. Is my Hummer a compact? Probably. Correct answer is graffiti. Graffiti comes from the Italian graffiato, meaning scratched. Ancient potters would glaze their wares and then scratch a design into it. Also, if you order an affogato graffiato at Starbucks, they have to carve your name into the cup. It's scary for them, but it's fun for me. But not fun for you because that was a brutal question. Guys, great time to use that extra life, if you got one. Now's the time to whip it out. Let's move on to question number 5. What is a syntax? What is syntax? Orders of letters within words, order of words in sentences, or alternating electrical currents. Syntax, not to be confused with a syntax, which is a real thing and not a terrible pun that you've all grown to love. A syntax is a tax on items considered harmful to the public, like alcohol, tobacco, soft drinks, fast food, gambling. It's a growing list. And don't look all smug and self-satisfied individually wrapped string cheese, cause you're next. Smackdown string cheese. You had it coming. Correct answer? Arrangement of words in sentences. All great writers know that good syntax is a powerful tool. Language well-formed make arrangement words of create and phrases to sentences. Arguments legal syntax good on rely. Question 6. The movie, The Theory of Everything, was about which scientist? Albert Einstein, Neil deGrasse Tyson, or Stephen Hawking? Such a good movie. If you haven't seen it, you really should. It's about this scientist, one of the ones you just guessed, and he really challenges the system with this theory about, he has to go through his trials and tribulations like we all do, but in the end, he looks at the whole everything, and he has a theory about it. I never saw it. Oh, the truth feels better. Okay, correct answer is Stephen Hawking. Hawking broke ground with theorems about gravitational singularity and black holes and was played by Eddie Redmayne in the movie. Einstein was played by Jeffrey Rush in the movie Genius. Who would play Neil deGrasse Tyson? Ooh, maybe Mike Tyson. But he'd have to wear a wig. Otherwise, not believable. Question 7. Which is an example of a pied à terre, vacation home, restaurant, or dream that feels real? Speaking of dreams that feel real, I had an incredibly vivid dream last night, and I'm just now remembering it. I was standing right here and I was telling you all about a dream I had. Wait a minute, now I'm experiencing déjà vu, which is French for already seen. Wait, or did Leonardo DiCaprio plant a dream inside my dream to try and tell me something? What is it, Leo? What should I do?
Just read the prompter.
Okay. Thank you, Leo. Now I know what I have to do. The correct answer is vacation home. I did it. Pied à terre is defined as a house or room kept for occasional use. It literally means foot to earth in French. A dream that feels real in French is a rêve réaliste. And restaurant in French is See, the trick is you have to have no idea what you're saying. Question 8. Which of these scientific breakthroughs happened during the 1950s? DNA structure was discovered, penicillin was discovered, or humans walked on the moon? Ooh, is this a trick question? You conspiracy theorists will notice they only asked when did humans walk on the moon. Didn't say anything about animals. You think humans can jump big distances on the moon's surface? What about kangaroos? Boing. Wow. Houston, this is Neil Jumpstrong. Might have a problem. Just did a big jump. Don't seem to be landing. Let me know what to do. And remember, because I am a kangaroo, I may not understand the answer. Over and good day. Where's my Oscar? Gosh. The correct answer is DNA structure was discovered. And as a result, the demand for cotton swabs went through the roof as swiping your mouth with a Q-tip became all the rage with teenagers while they danced to the music of Elvis and Chubby Checker and solved murders. Crazy kids. Question 9. Tort is to brownie as retort is to what? What time is it? Tortellini or let them eat cake? Let them eat cake is a quote attributed to Marie Antoinette, the famously out-of-touch monarch during the 1789 French Revolution. Tortellini was famously shouted by Guy Fieri when asked what pasta could be used in a game of ring toss. And what time is it? Famously asked by my dad every time he calls from the East Coast to the West Coast, even though I've lived here for over 15 years and all you have to do is subtract 3. So you guys having dinner right now? Oh, wait. It's earlier out there, isn't it? Correct answer is, let them eat cake. A retort is a sharp or wittily incisive reply to a remark, and a brownie is a type of tort, so let them eat cake is a type of retort. Boy, this is like the SATs for chefs. If train A leaves the station at 60 miles an hour and train B leaves at 40, then at what time will Gordon Ramsay yell, "You are human garbage"? He's a sweetie. Question 10. Which of these is not an available language you could play in Words with Friends? UK English, Cantonese, Portuguese. Now, I believe UK English is the same as American English except for a few alternate spellings, like adding the letter U after the O in words like colour, odour, and flavour. And where Brits would say, "I will have a plate of bubbles and squeak, please," Americans would say, "Haw." Bubbles and Squeak available at the popular British pub, the Queen's Bowels. I love going there. The correct answer is Cantonese. Portuguese and English use the same letters, more or less. Meanwhile, Cantonese has more characters than a Tarantino film written in hieroglyphics. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. A good way to remember this is, if you want to play Words with Friends in Cantonese, you can't. Oh, knees. Question 11. What's wrong with the sentence below? One of these things. Yep, it's a grammar question. There's so many obscure grammatical terms like zero conditional, participle, fog index. Sometimes it can feel like its own separate language. And there's a grammatical term for that. Yeah, anti-language, which is communication within a language that excludes outsiders by using words in unusual ways. Like when a kangaroo astronaut says, "Oh, zero gravity feels like a wallaby Sheila on a zippy bouncer." It doesn't make any sense, right? I think I've proven my point. Correct answer is comma splice. You can't have a full sentence, then a comma, then another full sentence. And yeah, keep it up is a full sentence, along with other 3-word sentences most loved by dads, like "try your best," "we're leaving now," and "that wasn't me." I hope your eyeballs were working on that one, because you're going to need them again for the last question. That's right. Here we go. Question number 12. Which of these sounds is not a fricative? Select one. While we wait for the correct answer to reveal itself, may I suggest heading back to the main game to crush your opponent with some knowledge you've gained here tonight. The word syntax is worth 16 points at least. Also, there are 6 days left in our Homemade Valentine community event. So far, in our goal of adding 100,000 new friends, we are 2/3 of the way there. Help bring us home by inviting new friends to play with us. I would love to meet them. I promise I won't be weird. And now, what you've been waiting for. The correct answer is G. Finally, that is the end of our game. Fricatives, man. What the fricative? Congratulations to everybody who made it through all 12. If you did, you get to partake of our $5,000 jackpot. And maybe, just maybe, I will give you a live shout out like this. Shout out to Owen R, Paul M, 12 Badgers. I'm glad you got to an even dozen Badgers. 11 Badgers is no fun. Ashley V, the P. You guys, Sarah W, thank you to everyone for playing Words with Friends Live. Join us again tomorrow, same time, same app, same this guy, for another chance to carve up the jackpot pie of pizza, money, slices. You know what? Just come back tomorrow. Cool? I'm your host, Derek Men. This is Words with Friends Live. Word up and word out. Whoa.